Let's welcome JD. Good to see you.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me today.
Okay, you're just amazing. So how does this work? We've got God, we've got country, and we've got acting. How did you begin?
Well, you know, for me, acting has been something that's been in my heart since I was a kid. From the first, the Sean Cassidy lip-syncing concerts that I did in the basement of a friend of mine's house, to the dressing up as the crazy characters from Kiss, making my mom go crazy, and especially coming from a nice church family, that didn't go over too well. But I've always had that really strong passion to just get out and explore myself creatively. Being an athlete as well, coming from the great state of Kentucky, played football at the University of Kentucky, and you know what, it just hit me, and I knew that there was something else I was supposed to do. I called my mom, said I'm quitting the football team at Kentucky. They were not happy with me. But I knew this was what I needed to do. I packed my bags, headed west. Been out in Hollywood for quite some time, and I would say it was post 9/11, a couple years after 9/11 happened. I thought, man, I feel like I should do something. And I've studied old Hollywood and how a lot of those guys had, you know, they served their country, and they also were very active in Hollywood. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. I went down to the local recruiter's office and I said, hey, can you take a guy like me? He's a little bit older, and they were still happy to sign me up, and went through boot camp, and became an active Navy reservist, and I'm still currently active in the United States Navy. And also, as you just mentioned, you know, I'm still actively pursuing a career in Hollywood.
Well, first and foremost, let me say thank you for serving our country.
Absolutely.
It's a great honor to have you here.
Well, I like to say you're worth it. Everyone that says it, it's always that awkward moment when people say, hey, thank you for serving, you know, and I like to let everyone know that they're worth it. I think about everyone. When I go to Japan or wherever it is the Navy sends me, I think about the amazing people that are back supporting us here in America.
But you joined up with our local Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts. Amazing school, the best in the country. What has that done for you with acting? How did those doors open?
My kids were going to the same school as a very well-known actor, Terry Crews.
Okay.
And Terry and Rebecca, great friends of ours. He's been very much an encouragement to me as an actor, and love to have the career he's having, but maybe someday. And they just told me, they said, hey, first of all, you need to get your kids over. Your kids need to be in the business. Wow. My career had been kind of struggling up and down. I've just never had any true consistency. So I took my kids over to Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts. Well, as I'm standing there, you know, I'm talking, and then I met, you know, the most incredible angel, Mike Jostens.
Yes.
And he just looked at me and he's like, what are you doing? How's your career going? And I said, well, you know, he's like, well, it's probably not going as good as it should. I'm like, no, it's not. Where are you studying?
Right.
Well, I'm not really studying. Well, there's your problem.
There it is.
And he said, hey, you know, you need to get in here, you need to get in class, you need to, let's get you a good agent. And I had an agent at the time, but I wasn't booking anything. And sure enough, I got into some classes, and I ended up meeting the most incredible agent through Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts. I call it my dream agent.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You know, one that represents A-list actors as well as professional athletes. And then soon after, you know, I was in the process of working on a film, and then I ended up securing a film deal with shooting a movie with Danny Trejo this past summer. And then now booked a small role, but a recurring role on General Hospital.
That's right. I mean, you're the cop.
I'm a cop. Man.
Yeah, you are.
Watch out.
But yeah, it fits. And you know, how can you do that except that you have an agent and
impossible not to do it without.
Exactly. What can you say to aspiring actors? I know we've got some out there. They want to pursue it, but they're having that struggle. What advice do you have for them?
Here's the deal. At the end of the day, you have to get real with yourself. If you truly believe that you are called to do this, then go for it. Do whatever it takes, make the sacrifices, and go for it, and don't look back. The moment you start to look back, you start to question yourself, because it's tough. If you're not prepared for, I say, the 10-year journey, it's a journey. If you're not prepared to really put in the time, then you know what, maybe you should consider another field, because it's not easy. I've tried to talk my own kids out of it. and they're like, Dad, we want to be like you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, no, you don't want to do this. Go do something else.
Yeah.
But you know what? I tell young people, first of all, if you really want to do this, then go with it with all your heart, all your soul, and do what you got to do. And if not, it's okay. Then go do something else. But whatever it is you do it with everything you got and don't look back. And I'm going to tell you, the moment you make that decision and go, I'm going for it, get ready, because here comes all the junk that's going to come at you and try to discourage you to go back to Kentucky, to go back to wherever it is you're from. And I tell people, I say, if I don't do this, what am I going to do?
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things I could do, but I know I would die inside. This is what I'm called to do.
And it's good to know who you are.
Thank you.
It's just an honor to have you here today. I appreciate it so much. We're going to watch for you on General Hospital.
Yes.
And do we dare say the name of the movie?
Yeah, no, the movie.
Okay.
No, the movie is called The Prey.
Yeah.
You can go on imdb.com and check it out. The Prey.
Yeah.
With Danny Trejo and Kevin Grivo. He's the gentleman from the underworld. You can't miss that guy. He's as big as a house. It should be coming out July 4th weekend. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully General Hospital will pick up and just say, hey, let's get this guy on full time, and hopefully better things will come. If not, I know I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm going to keep marching forward. You will see me, I promise.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yes, it's a privilege. Thank you.
All right, you heard it. We're fighting. We're fighting today, and we're fighting with JD here. Watch for him on General Hospital and on The Prey. And on that note, we'll be right back with Mothers Fighting for Others right after this.